Hi, Eric Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and today I'm going to speak about light measuring modes. On your camera, there are several types of measure, central, weight, center weighted, all this. So we're going to speak about it. One thing, this video was before in the member area of my YouTube channel, but now I've changed it. I don't put video there, but you can still be a member and help me. There's a join button just below, and thank you so much. This video is important because the next video is about a different way of measuring light that many people are speaking about on YouTube, and I will show you if it works, doesn't work, how to do it, how not to do it, all this. So that will be for next video. So this one is important because it gives you an idea of different modes. So let's start. What I'm going to tell may differ depending on your camera, so it's important you check the user manual for the symbol and the terms, the names, all this. Okay? The first way of metering is the spot metering. This is a small spot in the center, normally in the center of your camera, that is covers about 3 to 5% of your picture. Depending on the camera, some camera can have it linked to the autofocus point or the focusing point, but what I speak about today is light metering, not autofocus. Okay, so don't check your camera. Sometimes the metering is in the center and maybe you're making the focusing on the side, so don't think you're measuring light there, but in the center. Second, what I'm telling is not just for auto exposure, like priority, aperture priority or speed priority, whatever. It's also for manual. It's how you measure and you meter, and the camera tells you the result. Okay, that's the idea. So spot metering is really useful when you have the need of a precise result. Let's say you make a picture of myself, make me a portrait, and I'm backlit, really strong. Not forget about this, really backlit. So you need to know how much light I've got in my face and how much light in the sky. So if you don't do it this way, you have the risk to have me completely underexposed and the sky will be fine, or have me properly exposed and the sky will be overexposed. So if you measure precisely on my face, you know how it is. So you can decide to sacrifice the sky. I've got my face properly exposed. Or you can say, no, I want the sky to be properly exposed. So you measure on the sky, and then you know my face will be underexposed. So then you decide to use a flash unit or a reflector or whatever. Now with this spot metering, you know precisely what's going on in each part of your picture, just moving, pointing with the camera and deciding what to do. The other option is not on every camera, it's called central metering. It is a bit wider than spot metering, but it measures only on the center. It is better in some situations. Let's speak about my face again, sorry for being the subject, but let's say I don't have a white beard, but I've got a darker beard, okay? If you use spot, if you measure my front forehead or measure my beard, it will be different. But if I use the central metering, it will make an average on my face and give you a more optimized result. So probably my face will be better exposed. Not every camera has this, but that works really fine in that kind of portrait and things like that. Still, you won't have the information about the background. If you need to have precise on the back, the central is not really nice because it's not so precise. So you have to test and see. Other option is center weighted. What does it mean? It will make two metering on the full picture and on the center, and it will give priority to the center. It means if the scene is evenly lit, that's fine. If it's not, it will say, okay, it's a lot lighter than on his face, but still his face is important, so it will not be as full priority as a spot or central, because it's the only place where you measure, but still we'll take into account that this part is more important and give priority to the measure. So that makes an average. In many situations that works really nice, really fine, except you have really a radical difference between the background and the subject. Okay, it can be a person, it can be an object or whatever. Okay, but this is center weighted. It gives priority to the center. By the way, if you wanted to help me, as I said at the beginning of the video, you can be a member. There's a join button just below, just €1.99 per month. Get a small star next to your name so I know you helped me and I answer your question with priority.
Also, I've got affiliated links in description, please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperty, you get a 10% discount with the code ERIC10, 10% on top of any offer they have. You see a great offer, you still place the code, and it's even cheaper for you. And with ERIC20, you get 20% discount on K&F website, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands, tripods, filters, bags, all this. So use it, you save some money, that helps me, everyone happy. So let's carry on.
The other option is to evaluate the full picture. Sometimes they call it matricial, that different way of calling it. It means it makes a metering on the full picture and makes an average. So when light is in favor, let's say here light is in favor, you can have exactly the same result, to have the backdrop properly exposed, my face, all this, because everything, the light coming from the same direction on the scene and on the subject. So this way you get the perfect result if light is everything in the same direction, and that works fine. So you measure on the full scene. That doesn't always work. This is why you'll have the spot metering, central weighted. But when you have light in favor, use this one, that works. But this is the fourth system we've been used to work with on reflex cameras. When I was using reflex, I used normally only spot to know exactly, precisely each scene. But since I use mirrorless, I've changed my way of working, and this is what I call the fifth way of measuring. Although mirrorless cameras let you have all the four, and maybe some more, the one I use is simply the matricial one that actually uses the whole picture, but I activate the highlights warning and underexpose warning, the shadow warning. Why? Because on a reflex you have this result after you made the picture on some reflex cameras, but on mirrorless you can have this information prior to triggering the picture. So it means triggering the camera to get your picture. So it means that you can actually have the full metering on the full picture, and then on my Olympus, for example, if I've got an orange dot here or here, it means it's overexposed here. But I can decide if this is a problem or not. Maybe it's a reflection on a bottle, for example, and it doesn't matter if it's overexposed, that small zone, I'll leave it there. Or on the other hand, it's on my forehead, and that's important not to have it overexposed. So it means I've got the full measure, but I've got the information for any area of the picture, if it's underexposed or overexposed. So this way, this is why I prefer to work with mirrorless, because at any time I know exactly what's going on the full picture and make my decision. So there is not one that is better than other. It depends on what you do. But the best thing is, first you read your user manual, see how they call it on your camera, how you set it on your camera. And second, instead of showing you example, I've told you some, but instead of showing you example, you have to train. Try to do picture backlit and see how it works better for you. Try to do a picture with light in favor. Try to do a picture with dark and light areas and decide. But it's important you practice. But these are the four systems plus the mirrorless that have all these four, plus the possibility to have warning, shadow and highlight warning. So this way now you know what metering light means and how you can use it with your camera. I don't speak about light meter, I speak about a camera, okay?
So I hope you like this video, that helps you. And yes, it is really important that as an entry level information for next video that I will show you how to measure light, never fail, get all the exposure right and all most data in shadows and highlights, how to do it, and why the method that many people speak about works or doesn't work, and how to do it. So we'll see that. So this video was a great introduction for next video. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button on here and the small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. Also remind you, I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel. There's a join button just below. Thank you so much. I also leave you affiliate links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperty by Skylum, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. And it's on top of any offer they have. You still place your code, it's even cheaper for you. And with ERIC20, you get 20% on Ken Faith website, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. We will find filters, tripods, bags, all there. So use it. That saves you some money and that helps me too. So thank you so much. Also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.